I'm going to show you how I tube feed baby P, who is a 9-week-old French Bulldog puppy. I've had her since she was 5 days old. And she needs to be tube fed because she has an open palate. And she's currently eating, for this meal, she's going to have 3 tubes, which is 115 cc's. This is Akana's turkey and greens. And she's super excited. She's hungry. This is baby P. She also has a bilateral cleft lip. Again, this is Akana's turkey and greens dog food that is rehydrated in hot water, and then I spin it in the Ninja blender and then put it in the refrigerator. Then once it's time to eat, I warm it it's in a Yorker bottle, and then once it's been spun and pulverized with water, it's in a Yorker bottle, then I put it in hot water, the whole bottle in hot water. I'm not a fan of the microwave. That's Vigil, of Vigil's Legacy. He's my first Cleft Palate puppy, who's now 28 pounds. He's a big one, so he's gonna help assist in this. Yes, baby, I know, you get attention too. Mommy's gonna do both of these things. So I start baby P with my finger. You can only do this once they get big enough. Get her riled up, ready to eat. When you tube feed puppies, generally, well, always, you find where their last rib is. You measure the tube from their last rib all the way to the opening of their mouth. And then you would use a Sharpie, and then you would feed the tube down. I use my finger as a guide all the way down to where the mark is, and that's where their tummy is. With baby P, I ran into problems with her at about 10 days old, where I was feeding her Espalac and she started regurging undigested milk as soon as I put the tube down. So I took her to the vet thinking that I was going to lose her, that she wasn't digesting food, that we had another birth defect. And we decided to switch to goat's milk right out of the refrigerated section at Publix. She said go to a bigger tube and just don't go all the way down. Just go past her palate. Shh. Hey, hey, guys. Hello, mommy's videoing. Soda, it's okay. And so once I made the adjustment, she bounced back, and we have been soaring ever since. So, Soda, that's enough, Muv. Hey, you're a good girl, thank you. Sody-dody-do. Thank you. That's a Chihuahua who thinks she's a German Shepherd. Soda, you want to come say hi? Come here, love. You're a good girl, come here. You want to come say hi to everybody? Show everybody what a big, fierce. Let's see, that's Soda. Also, her name is Zoe, but we call her Soda. Right? I love you. But she is our guard dog. Right? You protect the house all the time from all the bad stuff. You're a good girl. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I love you too. Okay, so we're feeding baby P her first tube. Can I help you? Do you have a kiss for mommy? Thank you so much. Okay. And then that's done. So right now, her palate is actually, her hard palate and her soft palate's open. She has a very small, she has a crease in her palate with really good light. I did see that she's got an opening in her hard palate and her soft palate. So on January 16th, which happens to be this coming Wednesday, she'll go see the local surgeon, Dr. Holsinger, in hopes that we will be able to schedule surgery for her ASAP so that she can eat food on her own, which would be awesome. So I'll start out by just rehydrating the kibble, the same kibble that she's eating, and just have her eat that as soon as she has surgery. They said 1 to 2 weeks, but that'll be fine. She'll be 10 weeks this coming week. And gotta hold on to the tube because I don't want it to, it does slide up because she gets a little slimy, like a snail. Oh, okay, here we go. Veggie, you're such a good boy, helping Mama. Keeping me company. I tube fed Vigil till he, okay. When it starts coming up, then she tells me. Vigil was tube fed till he was 10 weeks. Because it just so happens that the surgeon at that time wasn't scheduled till 10 weeks as well. And Vigil was my first puppy. He was very light. He didn't really gain weight like some of the other ones I did after him. I've done 90% French Bulldogs, or 99% French Bulldogs, 1 Shih Tzu with open palate. I have 1 other Cleft Palate puppy, Walter White, who I kept. The rest, either my technician kept 2, and then the rest were placed for adoption. Baby P will be ready for adoption after, what is going on, silly? Okay, take it easy. She'll be available for adoption. What do you have, Bunny? Bunny? I think they might have gotten into baby's bed. No, she's eating her bunny bone. Okay, distraction. Baby P will be available for adoption after she's spayed. So what happens when you have a few extra puppies in the house? You gotta keep track of everybody, what they're doing, right, Booch? Right, Lala? All right, so I just kind of wanted, something's kind of been on my mind, and I know that people say, like, why do you do this? How can you give these puppies up after you've taken care of them for so long? I'm actually gonna count how many feedings I've done. So I basically have done, since I got her, every 2 hours up until a certain point. Then it went to every 4, every 3 hours and then 4 hours. And now I'm doing 4 times a day. Okay. Once you do this, kind of give her a break and then let her suck and then go finish this food. Are you full? It's nice and thick now. I'm trying to get as thick as I can, this food. But people ask, like, how can I do this? Well, I feel like, how can I not do this? Because I've placed, since I started doing rescue in somewhere around 2000, the year 2000, I started doing rescue. I took in my first litter of puppies. I feel compelled to take dogs in, and cats. I place cats as well. Over 800 animals since that time, and I have kept a few for myself. I don't have children. These are my babies, and I can take care of them and love them and find them homes that are as good or better than mine. And we have a screening process, an application process, and I just, I go to the home and talk to the vets and get personal references, and it has to be an exceptional home. And I've been very fortunate over the years to find people who do love these dogs as much as I do and will take care of them. And I always will take them back if there's ever an issue. The next day, the next week, the next year, the 5 years down the road. Zoe's a return, right, Zoe? She was placed for a week, and she's a brat. But she's not my brat. My husband was very happy that she came back, so she stayed after that. So that's how that ended up. But, I get these dogs because Baby P, was born with a birth defect. The breeders can't sell them. I've gotten other dogs, Vinny and Ruby Rose and Angie, from breeders, or I get them through the breeder that I have contact with, who helps me get these dogs because they are unwanted. So I don't really care like why the people don't want them or what the situation is. Once I get them, then it's a new life for them. We get them the veterinary care. Most of them have some kind of health issue. Angie had a tumor, a mass in her colon that we've spent almost $3,000 trying to diagnose. It ended up being an abscess, and antibiotics got rid of it. We just got that cleared by the vet. Vinny ended up having almost no sockets in his hips. So whether the people knew that or not, hi love, you're a good boy, I'm not sure whether they knew that or not. It doesn't matter. The people who adopted Vinny don't care either, and they will make sure that he's on some kind of clozapine for the rest of his life so he's comfortable. And they have a great vet that I spoke with as well, and know that they will do everything for him. Vinny was also loaded with worms, and most of these dogs I get have no records, but it's okay. Again, I don't care. My job is just to get them in, get them vetted, get them rehabbed. They get to hang out with my guys and get the love and attention. Come here, love. Vigil also has allergies, which is another thing with French bulldogs. I don't know if it's just the white dogs or these gray dogs can potentially have allergies, I hear. But we did some allergy testing and found out what he's allergic to, and now he's on a little desensitization process right now, desensitizing him to the things that he's allergic to. So, such a good boy. So that's it. We just kind of hang out here now that she's done with all her food, and we let her nurse. That helps keep the liquid in her tummy, helps her start the digestion process. And as soon as she's done, then we go outside to go potty. We are doing potty training with her. She's doing amazing with it. She is crate training as well. So she's got half pee-pee pad, half bed, and she will give me a little vocal, give me a vocal response when she's got to go potty. I let her out when I let everybody else out. Oop, nice burp. And so we're well on our way to getting her in a good routine for going potty outside. And now that she's getting bigger too, she can run around with these guys a little bit. But once she's eaten and gone potty, she goes back in the crate just to digest, because I don't want her to have any regurg issues. These guys do have some regurg issues. She's had some regurg issues. She's vomited after, if she's too, if she wants to get active after she eats. I hope you've enjoyed this video about Baby P. You can subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and look forward to the next video.